Good afternoon, everybody. Liz Giesland, Better Lifestyle Solutions. I know it's not Wednesday, but my husband and I are going out of town tomorrow, and I know I wanted to talk about these muffin tins. It's been on my mind. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'd like to know if you get frustrated sometimes with your muffin tins. There's some very inferior muffin tins out there. Now, I thought when I originally, here, I'm going to pull something out here. So because this is something that you don't need to see them down on my island here, I'm just going to hold them up. I have information that I will read to you as well. I got my little cheat sheet. And one of the things that I think that's great about doing things in muffin tins is I think so much of the time when people are trying to stay on track with things or just having things easy to grab in a specific size, muffin tins are great for that. In fact, I did a post earlier this morning of those Zen Power Zucchini, pumpkin zucchini muffins. They are so amazing. And just to have a bite size, because sometimes maybe you don't want the whole muffin, which of course I ate the whole big muffin for breakfast, which is delish. But why not, just like after lunch, I kind of wanted a little something like a treat. So I just had one of the minis. I mean, they're just delicious. So what I want to do is talk about, because it can be frustrating if you want to make things in muffin tins and it's a disaster because they stick. Now, a lot of the things that I make are a really balanced protein, fat, and carb. And the fats, the one thing with muffins with sticking is that the things in a lot of the muffins that I make, the healthy fats, the chia seeds, flaxseed, and hemp hearts, that isn't going to help really keep the muffin from sticking, because I also use egg whites and different ingredients that don't necessarily make it a batter that's going to just pop right out of a regular muffin tin without having to spray. And I kind of like it if I don't have to spray. But so I'm going to go over a few of these different kinds of muffin tins and show them to you and give you the good and the bad points, okay? Wait, I just discovered, I almost forgot to get out a couple of the other ones I got to show you. This muffin tin, it's a silicone muffin tin. I'm not sure where I got it. Could have been maybe Target. I don't know. I've had it for a long time. It fails unless you spray it. I promise you. Now, if I had something in it, like if I did meatloaf muffins in here, anything that has like a lot of liquid or meat, that's usually going to be okay. But any kind of muffin that is not a real oily muffin, you still have to spray this particular Silpat. Now, I keep it because I use it for, like I said, little mini meatloaf muffins, or I will spray it if I have to. If I'm making a big lineup and this so happens to be one that's in the mix, then I still use it. It's worth keeping, but it's not my favorite. It's not my fave. Another one that I purchased that I really had high expectations. It wasn't cheap. It's from Williams-Sonoma, and it's their Gold Touch line. I can't remember. And it's the only place you can get it is Williams-Sonoma. I think this one was $32.95. I don't know if that's what I paid. I've had it for several years. Same thing. It claims to be this awesome nonstick surface, and I think for regular things, for the most part, like if you go on their site, they're showing them popping stuff out all over the place. Well, there's probably more fat in the actual, like either oil or butter in the batter that then is making it easy to release from this. When I use this, like when you saw the picture of the minis that I made today, I did use this and I did have to spray it, so I knew for sure they would come out, because I have used this and did not spray, and they wanted to stick. I immediately got on Google, and here's a tip. If that ever happens, they said put the whole tray in the freezer. So, and then it'll eventually kind of release. I guess as it gets cold, then it'll pop off. And it did. There were still some that kind of wanted to stick. And there was just a whole nother step I didn't want to have to do. You know, take it out to the freezer, then wait. I mean, who's got time for that? So that, I mean, it's good because it, you have, what, 24 on one sheet like this. So it's, I'm using it. It's going to be okay. But I always, like with those minis that I know that don't have a lot of fat in them, I'm using it, but I have to spray it. Same thing with these guys. Okay, these guys I purchased online. When I show you the next one, I'll explain why I kind of wish I got different ones. These are called silicone solutions, and these were for just the 12, $20.46 is what I spent for these. Now they're a really nice, sturdy, good little mini pan, but I have over the course of time used these not sprayed, and they still want to stick a little bit. Not as bad as that gold one, but these still want to stick a tad. And of course, what I'm basing this on is, for instance, those muffins. I want them to just pop out. And so these, again, when I used them this morning, I used them, but I had to still give them a little spray. It's all right. Prefer not to have to, just that's one more thing. Okay, oh, my favorites. Ready. Okay, these are made by Casa Bella. These are the little independent mini cups. Nothing sticks to these. I mean, nothing sticks to these. And they wash up beautifully. They're just the bomb. So these little, they come in a pack of 6. This is what you would call the standard size. And these are $8.95 for 6. Then they have the bigger muffin size. And these are $15.95 for 6. These are superior. I love these. Now the next one I'm going to tell you about, you'll be able to get similar to these all from one place. But these are great. These are really, really good. I love them. Love them. And okay, and for example, sometimes when you make when I scoop out things, oh, it's like I've got, oh, there's enough to make 2 extra little things. Well, you have 2 little extra things to fill that you just shimmy onto the cookie sheet. Works perfect. Okay, here come my favorites. Okay, these are made, it's Mrs. Anderson's. How cute is that? These. Now, these are the jumbo muffin tins. These are a high quality, some European BPA, no bad stuff deal. These you never have to spray either. They are the best. They are the best. So I do a lot of, my big muffins that I do, when in fact anyone emails or messages me that wants the, that I've gotten several, can I talk? I've gotten several messages with people's emails to send them the recipe for the Power Zen pumpkin zucchini muffins. This is the size I use to make it. The one recipe makes a dozen of this size or 48 minis. So it's terrific. It's really good. So these are made by Mrs. Anderson. The jumbo 6, this one pan is $11.78. Now when you go on Amazon, obviously all of this I got on Amazon, except of course the Williams-Sonoma. You have to go to their site to do that. But this particular company, this Mrs. Anderson one, they have all kinds of other selections, even kind of these decorative ones that look like shells. They've got muffin just top pans, like if you just wanted to do like a thin one. Minis, they've got these little individuals. So when you go there, then you'll be able to see, you can choose from one place what size you want. And I highly recommend them. If you're ready to get some new silicone muffin tins, and they also have, I think, 8x8. They have several other things besides just the muffins and all that from that Mrs. Anderson. So I highly recommend them. So I think that's the show for today. And I did remember after the little incident yesterday with me dropping the container of chicken into the sink. It's live TV. It didn't. In fact, a friend of mine said, actually, that had the lunch that I did yesterday. She goes, Liz, I was hoping that didn't hit the floor. Well, of course not. It just, the whole container went into the sink, and nothing was in the sink. And then, of course, you all heard the phone ring, because I forgot to turn my phone on mute when I was doing my little live yesterday. So it's live and learn and having fun. And that's it. I hope you gained some information from this. If you ever have any questions, please message me. Would be great. And also for extra tips and tricks, you can follow my blog. Go to betterlifestylesolutions.com. And I think that's all I got to say for today. So I appreciate you all, and I hope you gained some value. And almost said it. Remember, live better. We'll see you soon. I probably won't be on here on Friday. We'll have to wait till Monday. And yes, because we're gonna be in a car on Friday. So I'll keep in touch, let you know when I'm gonna be back on, and y'all have a great rest of your week and weekend, and we'll see you soon. Remember, live better. Bye.